The UMHB football team enters the 2012 season with another American Southwest Conference championship, a 10th trip to the NCAA Division III National Championships, and 7th appearance in the national quarterfinals. But the crew ended 2011 with a loss to Wesley College in a quarterfinal rematch from the previous year, leaving the team 2 steps short of the ultimate goal of a national championship. So the UMHB coaching staff is asking its student athletes to trust, commit, and care every day. The road to the quarterfinals would start for the crew with a home game against Wisconsin lacrosse. UMHB would show its commitment with a strong fourth quarter and a comeback victory. Darius Wilson scored on a 2-yard run to give the crew the lead for good. Chad Peavy hit an insurance field goal, and the team trusted the defense to do the rest in a 27-20 season-opening victory. UMHB opened ASC play the following weekend against a McMurray team expected to be the top contender to knock the crew off its conference throne. UMHB dominated the early going, and Ryan Metcalf's strip, sack, and fumble return helped the crew build a 28-6 lead. After an extended lightning delay, the Warhawks started to chip away, but Javice Jones intercepted a potential game-winning 2-point conversion, preserving a 28-27 victory as UMHB re-established its commitment as the team to beat in the ASC. The crew hit the road for the first time the following week to face traditional power Hardin-Simmons University. UMHB would use big days from Wilson and Ladero Bailey to build a big early lead, and the crew defense forced 3 turnovers to make it stand up in a 35-17 victory over the Cowboys, UMHB's 10th straight win over its rival from Abilene. The crew would face another challenge from a team committed to becoming a conference power with nationally ranked Louisiana College coming to Tiger Field the following week. UMHB fell behind 10-0, but simply dominated the Wildcats the rest of the way. The crew rolled up more than 500 yards of total offense and intercepted 3 passes on the way to a 36-10 win to send a message to the rest of the conference that the commitment to excellence still exists at UMHB. The crew trusted the defense and special teams to carry the load the following week at Mississippi College. Jeff Miles returned a punt 72 yards for a touchdown to put UMHB on top, and the crew also scored on a blocked punt and a fumble return in the second half. The team would roll to a 35-12 win, but UMHB would not be satisfied with the offensive effort despite moving to 5-0 on the season. The crew would recommit to smash-mouth football with a return to the I formation in the final non-conference game of the year against Southern Oregon the next weekend. The running game pounded out 233 yards and opened things up for Bailey to throw for a career-high 279 yards and 3 touchdowns, including this 90-yard hookup with Damian Davis to carry UMHB to a 52-12 victory over the Raiders and send the crew into the home stretch of the regular season. UMHB hosted East Texas Baptist in a return to conference play the next Saturday. After a tight first half, Tariqus Ellis returned the second half kickoff 98 yards for a touchdown, and Bailey added 2 TD tosses and a touchdown run in a 30-point third quarter as the crew exploded for a 54-30 win over the Tigers, helped by Wilson's 176-yard rushing performance and 4 total touchdowns from Bailey. With a 7-0 record and another conference championship well within its sights, the crew would turn things up a notch for the home stretch of the season. UMHB scored the first 3 times it touched the ball, with Bailey wrapping touchdown passes to Davis around a Javice Jones fumble return, and the crew never looked back on the way to a 57-6 demolishing of Howard Payne as the crew defense gave up just 122 yards of offense. UMHB would turn up the commitment to a return to the postseason with the final regular season home game against Sul Ross State. UMHB locked up the ASC's automatic bid to the postseason and at least a share of the conference title with a 77-13 win over the Lobos as the crew rolled up 451 rushing yards and 569 yards of total offense. The point total was the second highest single-game performance in UMHB history, and the crew averaged 8.5 yards per offensive play in another outstanding performance. UMHB entered the regular season finale at Texas Lutheran University with a chance to post a second consecutive undefeated regular season and nail down the outright league title. It didn't take long for the crew's commitment to reaching those goals to shine through. UMHB took control of the game with 35 points in the first quarter, and Caleb Moore exploded for 265 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns in his first start at running back as the Crew closed the regular season in style with a 56-17 win over the Bulldogs to once again enter the postseason on a roll. The perfect regular season also earned the Crew something else, the chance to open the postseason at home for the 5th time in the last 6 seasons and the number 3 overall seed in the NCAA Division III National Championships. UMHB would open the playoffs against a brand new face in the University of Redlands. The game also marked the Crew's first contest against an opponent from the state of California. UMHB would once again set the tone early, scoring the first 34 points of the game as Bailey ran for 2 touchdowns and threw for another. The Crew rolled up 419 yards of total offense and intercepted 3 passes, cruising to a 34-13 victory. The win would send UMHB into the second round of the postseason for the 8th straight season and set up a rematch with ASC rival McMurray University. The Warhawks would come into that game with a chip on their shoulder and a feeling they had something to prove, and the game was close through the first 3 quarters, but the Crew knocked the chip off McMurray's shoulder and outmatched the Warhawks in the 4th. Javis Jones forced a fumble that Rocky Boxlovic pounced on in the end zone, stretching a 7-point UMHB lead, and the Crew added 2 more touchdowns to outscore McMurray 21-0 in the 4th quarter. The final score would be 49-20, re-establishing UMHB as a premier program in the ASC, sending the Crew to the national quarterfinals and setting up yet another rematch the following week. The quarterfinals would mean another game against Nemesis Wesley College as the 2 teams faced off in the quarterfinals for the 2nd straight year and the 4th time in the last 6 seasons. UMHB fell behind early and trailed 21-3 at halftime before roaring back with a committed second half. Bailey threw a pair of touchdown passes to Davis, including a beautiful 45-yarder to cut the gap to 27-24 in the late going. A gutsy 4th down stand by the defense gave the Crew one last chance, but the rally fell just short on 4th down in a 27-24 loss to the Wolverines in the 6th overall meeting between the 2 programs. The Crew finished the year at 12-1 overall and went 8-0 in American Southwest Conference play. Over the last 12 seasons, UMHB has put together an unparalleled stretch of success in ASC history. The Crew is 126-20 over the last 12 years, winning or sharing 9 ASC titles and advancing to the NCAA Division III National Championships 10 times in that period. Over the first 166 games in the history of UMHB football, the Crew has posted 133 wins, 9 conference championships, and 10 national playoff appearances. UMHB has advanced to the national championship game, the Amos Alonzo Stagg Bowl, and the Crew has played in 3 national semifinal games and moved on to at least the second round of the postseason in 8 straight years. UMHB is one of only 2 Division III programs in the country that can make that claim. Mount Union is the only other program in the nation to advance to the second round in 8 straight postseasons. No American Southwest Conference team has played in or won more NCAA Division III postseason games than UMHB. The university continues to show how much it cares and its commitment to UMHB football off the field too. The team moved into the brand new Cummins Fieldhouse in the fall and will also enjoy use of a newly renovated Anderson Fieldhouse in the early spring. The extensive construction project will expand with groundbreaking for a state-of-the-art on-campus stadium in February. The new stadium has been designed by the same architects responsible for stadiums like Yankee Stadium, Minute Maid Park, the University of Minnesota's football complex, and a host of other high-profile sports venues. The stadium should be completed in time for kickoff of the 2013 season and promises to be one of the top collegiate stadiums in the country, regardless of division or size of school. The Crew is just one of 2 programs in the country to be ranked in every D3Football.com Top 25 poll since that ranking began. UMHB also joins 10-time national champion Mount Union on that list. The Crew has been ranked in the top 15 in the country in 86 of the last 90 American Football Coaches Association Top 25 polls, and UMHB has been ranked in the top 10 in the nation in 73 of those polls. The Crew has not lost more than 2 regular season games in a season since 1999, just the second year of the program, and the UMHB football team has posted a remarkable 126-20 record since the kickoff of the 2000 campaign. The Crew's 126 victories and winning percentage of 86% are the best marks of any Division III program in Texas or the American Southwest Conference over that time frame. UMHB players have also been in the national spotlight when it comes to national honors. In 2003, quarterback Cody Fredenberg was one of 10 finalists for the prestigious Gallardi Trophy. Running back Quincy Daniels was then named one of the 10 finalists for the Gallardi Trophy following the 2010 season. The Gallardi Trophy is essentially the Division III Heisman Trophy, recognizing excellence on the field, in the classroom, and in community service. In 2004, center Matt Bush became the first ASC player to win the Remington Trophy, presented annually to the outstanding Division III center in the country. Then in 2005, punter Hunter Hamrick became the first ASC player to capture the Gilbert Award, presented to the outstanding Division III punter in the nation. Following the 2007 season, linebacker Jarrell Freeman became the first UMHB and ASC player to win National Player of the Year honors when he was named National Defensive Player of the Year by D3Football.com. Head coach Pete Fredenberg has been voted ASCA Regional Coach of the Year 5 times in the past 10 seasons and was named National Coach of the Year runner-up by American Football Monthly following that 2004 season. The crew has had 6 players selected to participate in the Aztec Bowl All-Star Game. UMHB has also produced 20 first-team All-Americans, an academic All-American, 236 ASC All-Conference selections, and 119 academic All-Conference picks in just 14 seasons of an era of excellence. The UMHB football program has established itself as one of the elite Division III programs in the country, but there is still work to do and goals that remain to accomplish. The excitement continues to build and the expectations continue to climb. Crew football is building on a foundation of success, and there is a spot for you as UMHB continues to trust, commit, and care every day.